Hello everybody, it's Rhonda. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Saturday Morning Mates, which is hosted by Jill Norwood here on YouTube. And I will also be doing Two Crafters, One Design, which is hosted by Melissa, who is Mo's Creation, Gloria, who is Glorious Cards, and Lisa is You See I'm a Diva, and I will post everybody's channel down in the description box. But this morning I have a actual Saturday morning that I am free, but in the afternoon I will go get my sister and I'll do my little afternoon gig. So, um with Two Crafters, One Design, the theme this week was flowers. So, I work mostly in my journal, and I'm going to do a flip through of my regular journal, and then I am going to show a few pages in my gardening journal. So, first of all, I will do a flip of my regular journal. So we left off from last week, and this week this was my spread, and everything is falling out, but okay. Last week I received some happy mail from one of my Instagram friends, who is Yaya Snail Mail. And I also received some happy mail from my friend Alease, who is Create with Alease here on YouTube. So first of all, these little coffee cups are from Yaya. Um, the little owl, the happy mail sticker, the air mail, that little butterfly, that life is beautiful. All of these things here were on her envelope, and the teacup was some of the little bits and pieces. And then this little girl here was also from Yaya. The little girl over here is from a children's book, and I just cut out most of that page and just pasted it in here. This page has my journaling under here of what I did last week. Um, I had a doctor's appointment. I have some little journaling back there. Um, and here's this little flip is just a little paper clip. This little girl here was a little girl that was sent to me by Alease, and I put her there. I just added some washi tape, some little bits and pieces that were laying around. Um, I don't know if you can see this. It's all good. They are from a pack of little enamel dots that have been in my stash forever, and it's like I need to use them. This washi tape down here was from the packaging from Yaya. And then this page here was going to be part of the flower theme. So over here, this little girl was also from Yaya. And excuse the lighting. Um, then I just stamped hey, hi, hello. That stamp I got from Hobby Lobby last week. Um, Life is not about the number of breaths you take. It's about the moments that take your breath away. And that was a stamp that I had. So I just made a little card and put it there. Over here is just a piece from, you know how you go to the cosmetic counter And I picked this up. I was looking for some perfume, but I thought this was a pretty card, so I stuck it there. There's journaling behind it. And for flowers, there's a little cluster of flowers down there. And I used a little word that says happiness. And I still have room to write here, and I still have some room to write there. And I want to start trying to fill up my pages. I'm not good at that, but there is some space if I want to still add some decorations. And then this little tab is just some fabric that I gathered and stapled. And then I just use one of those little bug pins and added just some little sequences to it. And then this page here is not finished, but I added this stamp down here, that little cup stamp. So I'll probably color this in later on, but these were the pages from my personal journal. And then the next thing was, this is my gardening journal. And I used it last year, and I ended up going through just the first, well, half of the book. So I am going to use the rest of this for this year gardening plans. And I have already started planting some things, but this is a page I did for two crafters, one design. And first of all, I just used my little die machine and cut out some little cards. And this is from a pad. I don't know the name of it, but it has like flower pots, a little truck, um, watering cans. So added that. Over here, another little cluster of flowers. I used some puff stickers to spell out flowers over here. A little paper clip. I have some cards down in here that I can journal on if I want to. And then on the other page, this little girl here came from my friend Alease. So I thought she would be the perfect little girl to put here because she has all the little flowers in her hair. She has flowers in her hands. And over here, a little pocket where I just put a few little stems. This little sticker up here. A little tab with a little daisy on it. Ways to Grow Love is a little book. This book here. Added some washi tape. I'm growing every day. Little word that was in my stash. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is some paper out of that same little pad with the little trucks. But it just has different names of flowers on it. The little bloom flag is from a little paper collection. But I think this page came out so cute. But this is my first journaling page that is in my gardening journal. And then the next thing I wanted to show is the little card I made using a Sweet Miss Daisy stamp. And Anna Wight is the designer of this stamp. So all I did was use the image. I just stamped this paper with a little stamp that I had, and I just stamped all over it. And then on the inside it says Happy Spring. to you. And then the back, I just put my homemade by Rhonda. So these are my projects for Saturday morning makes, and two crafters, one design. I want to also, when the theme was about flowers, it was like, let me make a few paper clips. So I had these paper clips that were in my stash, and they are all flowers. So I will have enough flower paper clips to use this season. And then also, in this container here were all of these paper clips. And if you have followed me a while, I do sell some things over on my Instagram, and I have sold things on here. But I think I need to do a destash of some of these things. So stay tuned for that. This is a little paper clip I made out of one of these little bird nests. And I think Prima used to do these. But a lot of cute little paper clips. And I am still working in my craft room. It gets a bit overwhelming, so I just kind of leave it. But I had thought about, what if I just destash the craft room. I am also taking things up to the shop, but it's still a lot of stuff. So that's that with that. So, but I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Jill, Melissa, Gloria, and Lisa for hosting these collabs. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. It means a whole lot to me. Um, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will talk with you later.